Hey everyone, today we're visiting Smith Plantation, and behind me you can see their garden, some trees, very old trees, and the main building that the owner would have had. He would have had servants, slaves. On this farm he had about, or plantation, he had about 40, and the highest he got was 60 slaves. They would have ranged from young children to adults. And you can see his building is pretty big. Would have been 2-3 stories. And yeah. Behind me is one of their, this would have been used as like a refrigerator, especially in the winter when the water would have been frozen. Or even right now, the water's pretty cold, so they could have put dairy products in it, eggs, and other stuff. And if you look behind me, you can see the little house. That would have been one of the bunkhouses for the slaves. There would have been about from like 2 to 12 slaves in each of them. These are just some of them that are on near the site of the main building. You can see the large building would have been where the owner would have lived. But there would have been more of them out near the field. Let's take a look around the plantation. In one of their bunkhouses, you can see they would have had chairs, brooms, not too big, would have been very short, and above, that's where the children would have slept, on those beams, and then on the bottom would have been the adults. If you look over here, you can see how much things were worth, like cotton or corn seeds. That would have been back then, so it would have been about 30 times whatever you see would have been the value now. Over here you can see this is only 2 of the family boards. If they were to sell a slave, it would range from about 500 to almost 1,500, and that would be times 30 the price for now. We're just looking at the backyard of the main house now. You can see the cookhouse. That's where they would have cooked their meals 24/7. They would have slave servants cooking, running the fire. If you look over to the left, you can see their well. That's where they would have gotten their water source from for drinking, washing their clothes, taking baths. And if you look to the right, that would have been one of their other houses. That would have been for their servants, just to keep the slaves in order. And you can actually see a very large tree fell on it. They remodeled it now, refurbished it. So this is what it would have looked like back then. Thank you everyone. Yeah.